A border battle comes to a head in a small Northeast Kingdom town.
A library in Derby Line that straddles the U.S.-Canada border is no longer open to Canadians in the way it always has been. For more than 100 years, the front doors to the historic Haskell Free Library and Opera House have been open to Canadians without them having to go through an official border crossing station. But as Claire Jones reports, that's no longer the case.
An iconic symbol of unity between the U.S. and Canada. The Haskell Free Library and Opera House sits directly on Vermont's northern border.
It's for everyone.
Until now, Canadians were allowed to enter the library without going through a border crossing. But the U.S. government now limits Canadian access. Starting Monday, only Canadians with a library membership will be allowed to stroll across the border and use the front door.
The U.S. does not have the right to shut people out. This has been an institution for decades, and it deserves to be the way it has been.
Friday, the town of Stansted and the library held a joint press conference, reassuring Canadians that they are still welcome at the library.
Despite the restrictions being imposed, library staff say they're making adaptations so they can continue serving people on both sides of this border.
So the new Canadian door will actually enter into the library through the stacks, what we call the stacks.
This emergency door on the Canadian side transforming into a new entrance.
I think it's going to make it easier for some Canadians because there were Canadians that already were a little bit anxious about having to cross the line and staying on the sidewalk.
And library patrons say nothing will change between them.
We've always been friends, between the U.S. and Canada.
When you come in that door, it's just welcome.
What's unclear is how federal agents will enforce the order limiting Canadian foot travel to the library's front door. We reached out to Border Patrol but did not hear back. Reporting in Derby Line, Claire Jones, Channel 3 News.